Working out hard every day to be the best I can. I shoot it to the right, shoot it to the left, hunker down low and reach high to the sky. Got my rhythm down pat, so they say. I'm looking like a winner in every way. So when I hear somebody say, what a horse, I know they're talking about me, of course. And I'm gonna be in that winner's circle someday. Yeah, I'm a prime example of a Tennessee walker, a high-stepping, fast-walking Tennessee talker. I'm gonna be in that winner's circle someday.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to What a Horse. And guess what? Jerry Williams is back.
Well, you just sit right there while I do my job.
Okay, I'm gonna hush up. I'm gonna let you do your job.
We'll be right back after these messages.
That's good. You didn't miss a beat.
I've been practicing.
Laying in bed,
Laying in bed
practicing. I can do this. We're gonna take a break.
That's right.
Welcome to where the 5 to 9 more than makes up for the 9 to 5. To where you check your troubles, along with your coat. And days are made, even at 10 at night. Welcome to the best time you've ever had, since the last time you were here. To old friends, new experiences, and forgotten cares. Welcome to where life moves at the speed of you. Welcome to Sam's Town Tunica Hotel and Gambling Hall by Boyd. Welcome to where you want to be.
Instead of telling you about an affordable communication service that will save you money for a rainy day, I'm going to let one of my clients from Columbia Dental Group tell you all about Host My Services.
You're not losing any service, your phone calls, you don't drop any calls, have any issues at all. They have the app where if you have an off-site person, they just have the app on their phone, they can use it from there. Like, you should definitely get a quote, because even buying a whole new phone system is cheaper than what you're going to pay for with Verizon or AT&T or anybody else through them. And the quality is great.
Just the customer service.
Customer service, I talked to him.
There's two things to remember when checking out Host My Communication Services. Number one is free analysis of your current communications costs. Number two is there's no capital outlay for the equipment. Two great reasons to call 931-581-4411 today and start saving for that rainy day.
Join the Duck River Watershed Society Spring Cleanup March 1st at the Normandy Dam boat launch area. Help protect the Duck River, home to more than 650 aquatic species and a vital source of clean water for over 300,000 people. Be part of something bigger. Enjoy free lunch, exciting giveaways, and the satisfaction of making a real difference. Special thanks to our sponsors for making this event possible. Sign up today and help keep the Duck River clean and thriving.
Folks, this is where you send money to help in the legal fund to combat the new proposed rulemaking that the USDA released here a couple weeks ago. This is tax-deductible donation as fast as a 501c3, and be sure to put legal fund on your memo line, as this guarantees that your money goes exactly where you want it to go.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I do want to announce that by the end of the month, we will be moving strictly to 195 on charter. Now, in Tullahoma, we will be on Light Tube Channel 6, which we're looking forward to. We've been here 33 years, and we've made a decision. We're going to be based in Tullahoma. We will still live stream our shows and What a Horse, everything on YouTube, but throughout the state of Tennessee, we will be on Charter 195 and strictly on Channel 6 Light Tube here in Tullahoma.
That'll work.
So So I'm looking forward to it, because especially we've got a YouTube channel, we've got a Facebook page, we've got the What a Horse TV video group page, and a lot of people, that's the way they watch it.
Yes.
So we're going to try to satisfy everybody. While you were laid up, a lot happened.
Yeah, I seen it. Yeah.
You was fighting your battle, and everybody else was fighting the USDA, but the judge found in favor of the walking horse industry on everything but the DQPs. And that jury alone has really caused, it's caused a lot of questions.
Yes.
We don't know exactly what that means. Now, supposedly February the 1st, which is gone, their new rule was supposed to be enacted, but there was a 60-day stay that it won't go into effect until April. However, I want to give everybody a little heads up on something. That means we're still in a fight, and we still have to fight. Still pushing the fast commercials and things. But I want to show you something. And we're going to go back to 2009 to present. In 2009, the DQPs inspected 2,544 horses during the celebration. In 2024, they inspected 2,058 horses. If you look at the preliminary cost of a horse to enter, the Ryder Cup cost, then you get down to your championship classes. But I took one and just figured it on one class. That was the championship class. And since 2009, there was 11 horses in them in the state class. That's $27,610. 24, there was only 4. If you take those differences, because they have continuously gone down, up. They, one year, which was before 2009, we didn't even have a state class.
Yes.
They have cost charities millions of dollars.
Yes, they have.
And that's what it boils down to, and all of it's because of inspections and what they do. Now, and here's my big hiccup about this. They want us to use a horse protection inspector that they train virtually. They send them a little certificate like this, tell them, yep, your certificate of learning path completion, HPI training. Now, the person that did this, they are a veterinarian, because that's all they're wanting. Question is, how many do they have? Because they won't release a list of the people that they have given these certificates to.
Yes.
But it's like this. They want us to rely on that HPI to inspect a horse, but they don't want to supply a list of them. They trained them virtually, which means that there was no hands-on. But in their commentary, when you go on their page, you can look and say, and they say maybe 3 times a year we'll have, get together for an inspection. Why ain't they doing that before they certify them?
Yeah, that's right.
So we can go back and back, but for 50 years, over 50 years, they have said that they know it all, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they can't agree with each other. We've proven that. I've never seen a DQP that, I mean, if you're a DQP, and we've watched this, where a DQP will ask for a second opinion.
Yes,
to make
that's
sure
right.
The guy comes over and inspects the horse, finds the same thing. But the BMOs can't.
Yes.
They'll argue about, well, no, I'm right. No, you're right. No, I'm right. And I'm going to say this literally because y'all get out there and you show your back end. You show everybody, or want everybody to think you know everything about a horse, when in reality you don't. I know one year they brought, you may remember, they brought this great big old guy in there that was going to inspect horses, and he was like this.
Yes, it was
You
scared
know,
of
that
a horse.
moved, he was ready to run. And then he turned around and disqualified the horse, said he was, what was the word he used? Said he was uncheckable or disruptive or whatever, simply because he was scared to death.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure. What do you think? I mean, in all honesty, you're a trainer. So right now, where is the trainer stand?
Well, to me, I think by being a horse trainer, if you're gonna get somebody to inspect a horse, they should know something about a horse, and they should have the correct training to show how to check a horse and be hands-on. You can't get nobody a certificate that they are legalized or inspector or whatever, and you don't even know if they know how to check a horse or whatever. I mean, they can be a doctor, they can be a small animal veterinarian, they can be or whatever, and never have really fooled with a horse.
It's 100% right.
You know, and you don't know that.
I've talked to some small animal vets, and they said, "No," I said, "those animals too big for me."
And that's why a lot of people get into small animals, because they don't like the horses, they like the small animals, and they like to fool with them. And you know, and I know you do the same process of being a veterinarian, but you specialize more in a small animal. And if you like small animals, and you get a big animal that's 1,000 pound plus, you get terrified of them.
It's a big,
and how can
big difference.
And how can you check an animal and you terrified of it? That's about like me going to try to check a tiger, and I'm terrified of it.
Come on. Be like me with a snake, man.
Yeah.
I ain't got no use for no snake. But it just, I mean, it's surprising that they're up here and they want us to believe this. I have emailed them twice, asking for a list, an HPI list. I've not gotten any reply, nothing. So I emailed the judge that did this, or went on his page and requested information on what should be done. And then I started reading some more, and I'm gonna tell you what I read. And this is straight from the USDA's website. Event management may use an APHIS representative, an HPI, or no one at all to identify HPA violations. If you elect to use an HPI, you must report to APHIS at least 30 days before the event the HPI you have appointed. So that's telling me if I use an HPI, I need to notify them 30 days in advance.
Yes.
Well, what if I ain't going to use an HPI? Do I have to tell somebody? I mean, that's just one question. I mean, it makes no sense. Now, here it is. Event management that elects not to use an APHIS representative or HPI will be held liable if it is later found that a horse was shown, exhibited, or sold while sore. However, event management that elects to use either an APHIS representative or HPI can only be held liable for horses they failed to disqualify after being notified by either APHIS representative or the HPI that the horse was non-compliant with the HPA regulations. I got a question about that too. Later found. So we all know a horse can be injured in the ring.
Yes.
So if, say, I'm out there and I'm the show manager and I ain't got no inspector, every horse that comes in is going in the ring. Who's inspecting them before they go in? If I ain't got an HPI there,
Yeah.
the government, if they come in, they're going to inspect him. So if they let that horse go in, that's on them. That ain't on me.
Yes.
So a lot of this stuff, what I'm saying is, a lot of what they're doing looks like they got together with a bottle of some rot gut liquor. I know it wasn't Jack Daniels or Uncle Nearest or George Dickel, because those are good ones. It sure wasn't Pritchard's rum. And then they come up with all these ideas to do it and say, yeah, that sounds good, let's do it. And it makes no sense. Then it says, in anticipation of having more than 100 horses entered, event management must appoint at least 2 HPIs. Now, that's where it gets funny, because I've helped with several shows, and every time we always, boy, we really going to have a big show, and sometimes we don't have nowhere close to 100, but they're asking for all this. So what I'm saying is, if that wasn't alcohol y'all was drinking, it was some kind of something else.
Yeah.
Because some of these that they're asking for, I could find some 5th grade kids, and they put together a better scenario than the USDA is putting together.
On that situation right there, you're not guaranteed how many horses are going to show up at a horse show when you go there. And then, you know, if you don't have number 50 or 60, 70 horses come, or if you do have 100 and something head horses, what you supposed to do? Stop the show and try to call somebody else to come?
Evidently. But I mean, Jerry, the things that they've done through the years to us because of unethical inspections, and we know it, they know we know it, and they don't care. Now, they put Reimer out there, he won't even go testify because I know why, and everybody else does too. He's scared to death that, hey, if I tell the truth, they're going to hang me, and if I lie, they know I'm lying. I mean, it's too obvious. But if you look back through now, and this is really something. Show in 2009 inspected 33,000 horses. Now that's just one HIO. 33,000 horses at 216 shows. That's 2009. Last year's show had 50 shows. 50. That's 156 or 66 shows less than what they had in 2009. And every bit of that is because of these inspections and what they're doing. It's just like now. Right now we have 14 individuals on suspension that, in all honesty, probably innocent as the day is long.
That's right.
And hey, I mean, it just, this is our government. And I cannot see how in the world that we can stand here and they do what they do, and we're still out here wondering, hey, maybe yay, maybe nay. What I'm getting at, people, is this. We got to continue to fight. We got to win the right case. Then we got to get our DQPs back so we know that we will have some knowledge in the inspection area. And then if a lot of people talk about judging, then we can address the judging. But first, we got to go ahead and complete the surgical maneuver of dishonesty in the inspection area by the USDA. In other words, we got to completely seal up the cut. We finished the solution. Let me put it like that. That's what we got to do.
Yes.
I want to turn back the hands of time. This is things that we're talking about our future. So in order to talk about our future, I'm going to turn back the hands of time and talk about our past. People we have lost. People like this right here, Harold Roberts.
Yes.
Harold Roberts was a big man, a big supporter of the walking horse industry.
And loved these horses.
And I enjoyed conversations with that man and that I will always remember. And he had some good ones. But
yes.
Just a super, super good person. Super good person. We're fortunate to still have his daughter in the show ring. And she's still showing one of his favorite horses. I tell you what, it's really something. But Harold Roberts was a good one.
Yes, he was a good guy. He loved them horses a lot.
Yes, he did. You know, it's fun when you sit and you look back
Yes.
and realize the old friends that you've lost. But this is our history.
Yep, you're right.
Tips that hat. And right here, I'm gonna tell you, if I live to be 100,
that's what you
I'll
want.
never meet a lady like George
That will
Ann
tickle
Pratt.
George Ann to death because she loves that horse. We're
Was
jamming the blues
something
and George
special.
Ann Pratt. For George Ann Pratt, your
Told me
owner
that
amateur
one time
park
she was gonna
performer,
get a hat,
married Gilman
and the
winner.
trainer said, "No, you ain't either."
And you're right, that
Said,
is one.
I want when you go in there, I want them to see that head of hair. But I enjoyed some conversations with George Ann. I mean, she was always very
She had
frank in what
a
she
bunch of
said.
good horses.
Yes, she did.
A bunch of good horses.
Real good one. But a very competitive woman. Very competitive. But she's always helped time to sit down and just talk. Just good. She had a lineup of horses.
Yes.
We could make a complete show about George Ann Pratt's horses.
Uh-huh.
And Liz Castaway, she was something special to everybody.
That's another lady that loved the horses a lot.
Oh, she loved kids, she loved the horses, she
Yep.
loved the industry. She's just one of these people that well, she's just special. She was just special. You know, she taught special needs kids.
Okay.
Pam Brogdon.
Yes.
You know, she was an airline pilot.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Dan was a real nice person to be around.
Oh, always smiling, always talkative. Just they got a picture of her in the dinner table.
Yeah.
Up on the wall. But now she was another one that was always ready to get out and go.
Yeah.
And she loved to ride, loved to show. And this lady right here, Kathy Sice,
Yeah.
she was very, very special.
Nice lady.
I mean, you couldn't beat her with her. She would help with shows. She'd help with everything under the sun, but she did not want to be a show manager. She did not want to do that because she wanted the show.
Yeah.
She said, Jerry, if I do that, they won't let me go in.
I think about her every day. I got that with Texas Joe Black out there at the
I
barn
know.
there.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
She was something else, and she loved that horse.
Yes.
Steve Zeiss from Shelbyville. Etta James by TJB. Kathy Zeiss riding under the spotlight tonight. A championship
She was a big
salute
fundraiser
tonight.
too.
The owner
Now she
amateur,
worked hard.
400 Trail Pleasure, World Grand
This is
Champion.
our history.
Etta James by
And
TJB.
Kathy Sice was a big part of our
Yes.
history.
The entry of Steve Zeiss from Shelbyville.
There she is, Texas Joe Black. I tell you about Kathy. A lot of people don't know this, but she was a big fundraiser. But she would come up with a lot of different ideas
Yeah.
on ways to raise money and to help the industry. Plus, that she brought in a group out to Rising Star one time, to where we had a lot of people in here. Eric Lackey.
Mm-hmm.
Eric hadn't been gone that long, but he has been missed because he was what you call a gentleman's gentleman.
Yes.
He's just a very special person, very special. Always had them riding gloves on. Yeah, he was a super good person.
Proudly sporting their World Championship blue ribbon from our B division of owner amateur 2-year-old walking stallion.
You always know the good ones, Jerry, because people have a lot to say about
that's right.
about what they've done and how they've done it, and just a little bit of everything.
You're right.
But now Eric,
he had a bunch of good horses too.
oh Lord, yeah, a bunch of good ones. Now this man right here, I could sit here all day and talk about here.
Yeah.
Bill Williams, he was a big supporter of wounded warriors.
Bill Williams is the owner
And he would look at me
Tennessee. Bill Williams
and say, nope, I ain't running one. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. And then he'd say, you gonna give me a deal? But he ran a lot of victory passes
Yes.
with us. And he'd run them on him. He'd run them. If one of his horses won, he'd run one.
Yeah.
But then he'd turn around and he'd say, nope, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. I remember one time, he said, I ain't gonna do it, and I took him for his word, and then he called me after the show, and he said, I wasn't on there. I said, you told me you wasn't gonna do it. He said, you can't pay attention to that. He was
Yep.
I miss him now. I'm gonna tell you, I miss him because he was something special.
Yep.
Ripley is the owner and rider. They're the amateur park performance.
I know Tweeba did a fantastic article about him, about all his accomplishments and everything. But one of his biggest things was the Wounded Warrior.
Yeah. There's another guy that was real big in horse business. Had done a lot.
Ed Breedlove was what you call an amateur professional trainer.
You exactly right. A horse riding son of a gun.
Hey, you had it. You could ride him.
And he can ride a horse. You all you had to do is put the saddle and bridle on him, and he was gonna get on. He was gonna ride him.
Hey, and I remember we've sat and talked a lot about horses. Ed Breedlove was a very special person.
Mm-hmm.
And that was his last one, his last real good one, the Blackstone. Everybody liked Bill.
Oh yeah.
Liked Ed Breedlove. He's just a super good guy.
Oh, he's a nice guy.
They just a bunch of good people, and that's just part of them. But that's part of our history.
Yeah.
And that's where I wanted to start. But I'll let you take us do your job since you're so protective of it.
That you're exactly right. We'll be right back after these messages.
This place, where you grew up, where your memories were made, and where your dreams were born, where your neighbors stop to say hello, and where you're always welcome to stay a while, where your Fridays are spent under the lights, and where Saturdays are made for the water, where you can feel good about a hard day's work and take pride in a job well done, where small business makes a big impact, and home is always a sight for sore eyes. And where the best things in life, well, the best things in life are the little things. Tullahoma Utilities Authority, power in community.
Hey Tennessee, Ross Chastain here, the guy who likes to smash watermelons on the front stretch at Nashville Superspeedway. But you know what I never smash? Safety rules. Racing's all about control, and the same goes for life on the road. So use your melon and don't mix drinking and driving. It's like trying to race with a busted engine. Be a pit crew hero, and if you've had a few, pass the keys to a sober friend, because we're all racing toward a safer Tennessee, and we want you there at the finish line.
Folks, this is where you send money to help in the legal fund to combat the new proposed rulemaking that the USDA released here a couple weeks ago. This is tax-deductible donation as fast as a 501c3, and be sure to put legal fund on your memo line, as this guarantees that your money goes exactly where you want it to go.
Welcome back. You know, we were just talking. Good point. If the DQP and the HIOs go away, who's going to certify judges? If we have judges with license, they're certified, but if you don't have any HIO system, anybody can judge.
Yeah.
I would think. You want me to judge your show?
Yeah, I'm gonna hire you to judge.
No, you don't either. I'd make everybody mad. All right, we showed the past. Now we're going to go into another era where the youth into adults, and right here is one of them. Dahlia Smith has been riding horses ever since she was a very young lady. I can still remember George Ann Pratt saying, I told her, I made the statement about Dahlia won't be able to show in the youth next year. She said, that's the problem. Yeah. Now we have to deal with it.
Yeah.
Because everybody knew Dahlia could ride a horse.
Yep.
And I mean, she could ride one well.
Oh, she's a good rider.
Now, if she was the HPI,
yeah,
I think everybody would agree with it, because she does know a good horse. But it tickled me that when we were talking about the youth in this industry,
yes,
have grown up and still showing, this one right here is always first one on my mind.
Yes.
She'd make a fantastic judge. And right here, Megan Davis, hey, from a child to adulthood.
Oh, that's right.
And now didn't she have a baby?
I don't know for sure.
I may be thinking of somebody else, but I know she's married now.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't her. I'm getting my young ladies mixed up. But
she showed a lot in the youth and done real well, and I mean now, and showing the other classes and growed up in this horse business.
Yeah, and has done very well. But now she was a hit as a youngster.
And that was a real good horse right there, that Epic.
That's it. Oh, Epic. Hey, be hard to beat that horse. Won a bunch of world grand championships with him. But I know she's married now and still showing. So grew up in it. And that's where a lot of our youngsters are that showed as youth and now they're into adulthood. Shows they was raised the right way.
Yep, you're right.
And right here is Black Gin Scout, but it's Jaden Jackson. Now, right there, that young lady, let's see, she's equitation, beauty pageant, works for the scoop. She does it all.
Now I tell you, sitting there riding the horse and picture perfect, that's what you call a picture perfect rider right there.
That's it.
And she sits up and she look real good on a horse.
Gets it done. But I'm gonna tell you, here, Casey Slagle.
Yeah.
Now she grew up in it.
Yeah.
It's our blue ribbon winner, amateur rider on a 4-year-old mare gelding. It's entry number 527, Dixie Lady and Cassie's Lady for Cowsville Farms and Cookville. Dixie Lady and Cassie, entry number 527, makes that blue ribbon ride.
I don't know whether you would blame that on her mother or her father, that she grew up in the horse industry. This girl right here,
yeah,
I can still remember her, Billy Nipper. Her grandmother said that Skylar asked Joa, said, why do I always get second, third, or fourth? And Joa said, well, honey, they just got a better horse than you got. And she told Joa, said, well, ain't that your department? I can remember it well. But now she has grown up with it.
Yeah.
And now she works in the walking horse industry and still shows.
Yeah.
Skylar Nipper. God, that makes me feel old.
I tell you.
Thomas Derrickson.
Mm-hmm.
Now here it is. He's grown up in it, and now he is one of the top trainers in the industry.
Mm-hmm.
Thomas Derrickson makes the winning run for David and Teresa Williams of Shelbyville. Far above rubies, and Thomas Derrickson, congratulations. He's won a World Great Championship as the juvenile rider, but it's his first as a professional trainer. Thomas Derrickson, congratulations.
And here's Will.
Will,
Now
yep.
Will's grown. So, and the girls, I
Yep.
think we're going to have one of each one of them because all of them, the whole family showed horses
Yeah.
and grew up in it. Matter of fact, Will did a interview with me with County.
Oh, okay.
Up there's Maria Derrickson Bobo. Nathan, I can remember at the rock pile, he was on his pony, and I said, I hope he makes a good victory pass. And he headed towards the exit, hung her right, and let her rip. Went all the way around. Excuse me. Now, he was a sight.
Oh, yeah.
I get to going back through a lot of videos from years past, and very interesting. Now here's one, Caitlin Rippey. Excuse me. I'm gonna tell you about Caitlin Rippey. To my knowledge, I believe she is the only one that was undefeated in the 11 and under equitation her whole life.
Okay.
I mean, the whole time she was in there.
Yeah.
And here she is now, young lady, married, and I can remember doing passes on her when she was just a child.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, she grew up in this horse business and stuff like that, and doing very well still in the horse business.
I about halfway wish I hadn't done this, because I watch this and I'm thinking about them back years ago. Now they're grown.
Yeah.
I am old. Lindsay Hess Price, now married, but hey, I remember when she was just a little, matter of fact, she did a presentation when she was in college on the Tennessee walking horse that, I mean, she hit it dead on.
Yeah.
And we're still facing the same problems today as we was facing back then. Taylor Walters.
California, here we come. Bringing
And the youth.
Celebration Blue Ribbon in honor amateur.
Yeah.
Jimmy said that she came out there and worked just about every day getting to where she could do the canter. Because she wanted to so bad. But now, she's a realtor now. But she still shows horses.
Still show horses, still doing very well. These girls right here, now this make me feel real old right here. I mean, when they lead line.
That's what I was saying. I said, I can still remember seeing them in lead line and then gradually going up, and now they've got their driver's license.
Yes.
They're still in the youth division, but those two young ladies are grown up. Now they are best pride and joy. Tell you what, both of those girls can flat ride.
Yes, they can.
Maxine and BB. They do not take a back seat to anybody.
They don't.
And that right there was a great horse.
Yes. Both of them girls, I mean, I tell you, good
very
riders.
talented.
Very talented riders.
And B.B. Beasley for Best Beasley of Athens, Alabama. The country lineman.
Here's the country lineman and B.B. Beasley.
We could do a show on them.
Yeah.
Just, I mean, from start to finish. Them
yep.
two girls right there, they've gone from lead line all the way to World Grand Championship.
That's right.
A classic horse.
And there's Addie Harris.
Yeah.
Here on Saturday night, and our owner amateur walking pony class in the 6 to 14-year-old age division.
I remember interviewing her father before he ever got married, when he was out there at where the right down the road from you towards town.
The old Black Hawk.
The old Black Hawk. I interviewed him down there, and then later he got married, and Addie helped us with when we did the equine education.
Yes.
Let's take a look at Keeping Faith.
And that young lady sets a great seat.
Yes.
You know, she loved riding, and from what I hear, his son doesn't care nothing about it.
No.
And what about this one right here?
Oh, he's raised up into it.
Whitley Green.
Yeah.
Still showing. And now she's married.
Yep.
And you notice a lot of these, they both flat shot and performance.
Yep, that's right.
A little bit of both of them. And the only mistake we made, and it's my fault, We didn't have county.
County, yep.
And county is, she was, I mean, she did interviews for me. She did commercials.
Yep.
We did some ads, and she did them. Great young lady. You got to do your thing again.
We'll be right back after these messages.
The Tennessee Walking Horse is rapidly becoming the horse of choice when selecting a great ride for the family. If you're looking for a smooth, easy ride on the trail that will take you through hills and streams or an obstacle course competition, the versatility of the Tennessee Walking Horse will stand out by showing its willingness to learn and its smooth, easy, steady gait through the course. If it's a competitive show horse you're looking for, the Tennessee Walking Horse is the perfect family horse by young and old. Whether it's flat shod or padded performance classes for an amateur adult or youth, a walking horse is the horse of choice. The Tennessee Walking Horse is perfect for every equestrian division. Also remember one simple truth.
If you ride one today, you'll own one tomorrow. That's a fact.
Folks, this is where you send money to help in the legal fund to combat the new proposed rulemaking that the USDA released here a couple weeks ago. This is tax-deductible donation as fast as a 501c3, and be sure to put legal fund on your memo line, as this guarantees that your money goes exactly where you want it to go.
More of What a Horse coming up.
Welcome back. Well, we've looked at the ones we've lost. We've done it all. So now we're going to look at the youth today. And ladies and gentlemen, this is what we're fighting for now.
Yes.
So they can go the full length like a lot of others have. This is Cade McAllister. Eli Cunningham. Now, I cannot picture having a future without that young man.
That's right.
He just rides them all.
He loved them horses.
It's their first World Grand Championship ride. It's our World Grand Champion in the youth 6 to 11-year-old division.
He's a pistol. No doubt about it, he's a pistol. All you gotta do is call him, Eli, would you like to come ride a horse for me? I'll be there.
He like it.
Him and his grandfather.
Yeah.
Eli Cunningham makes the winning ride. Melissa Wilson and Brittany Cunningham hold the entry from Shelbyville. It's their first World Grand Championship ride. It's our World Grand Champion in the youth 6 to 11-year-old division. It's the medalist. Eli Cunningham makes the winning ride for Melissa Wilson and Brittany Cunningham of Shelbyville. It's the medalist and Eli Cunningham. Congratulations.
I really like it.
Oh, yeah.
Man. He's a good one now. He really is. This is his little brother.
Yeah.
Guess who he's riding? He's riding the medalist there.
Mm-hmm.
I believe Eli said that he was just going to pass him on down.
Yeah.
Here's Reese Abernathy. Now, this one right here comes from a long list.
Yes.
I mean, Abernathy, from the horse trainer to blacksmith, farrier, you name it. Right here is one that has gone the mile.
Yeah.
Hey, what about this young lady?
Joe, yep.
Now, we watched her go from this right here through the years. She has continued, and she is one that goes from one horse to another, one division to another.
Yep.
It makes no difference if it's flat shod, performance, show pleasure, part performance. I believe if they brought a wild goat in there, she'd want to ride
I believe
it.
she will ride it. She loved them horses.
Here at Harper Grider. Now she come. Look at her history.
Yeah.
What we're looking at is the future of these kids depends on what we do now. Abby Smith. Daddy's a horse trainer. Mother is a big fundraiser.
Yeah.
Works with a report. This is the future. That's why these fundraisers we're doing now is so important.
Abby Smith making the World Grand Championship ride tonight. Abby Smith and Kimberly Walden on the entry from Shelbyville. Diamond at the Ridge and Abby Smith with a spotlight ride here on Thursday night. Diamond at the Ridge and Abby Smith, our owner amateur country pleasure world grand champion in the 6 to 17-year-old age division. Congratulations. Abby, with this ride, you earned a championship title and a spot in our Stars of the Future on Saturday night. We'll see you back Saturday night as one of our Stars of the Future.
Now, if Tucker Johnson, and we're going to see two of the Johnson boys out there, and they share their horses.
Yeah. That horse had won a wheelbarrow full of blue ribbons there now.
I can still remember the first time I saw that horse. But now Tucker, he does a great job of showing. Takes a back seat to nobody.
Yeah.
And Tanner, same way. Does not take a back seat. I know Susie's just as proud of them as they is long.
Mm-hmm.
Bentley, look at his history.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it may only be his first
We
year
ought to
showing
do
performance.
one of his
And
grandmother.
He made a heck of a show tonight.
Yeah.
Making our
Then
blue
his
ribbon ride for class number 5.
grandmother. Now, I'm talking about his great grandmother.
Yeah.
Then his grandmother and his grandfather.
Yeah.
And then his mom and his dad. Just put one big long list together.
That's right.
Bentley Ball, entry number 722. Wear the blue.
But I like Bentley now.
Oh, yeah.
He goes at it. He goes at it, and you can tell that he really concentrates on it.
Uh-huh.
Wilder way.
Yeah.
We've watched him lead line. I mean, this young man, he is he just goes at it.
Yeah.
He really does. But mother, grandmother, I mean,
Granddaddy.
grandfather,
Yeah. The daddy, all of them.
uncles. Everybody is involved.
I think his daddy still have the record of being the youngest guy to win the celebration, win the big state class.
You know, I think you're right.
I think his daddy's.
Yeah, because he Doug Woolerver was.
Yeah, but I think.
And then Chad, yeah,
I
I believe you're right.
Yeah, I think he on the touch.
You may be right. And here's Madeline Smith. She got involved and just latched on.
Yeah.
Of course, Zamora, George, he's all the time talking about his granddaughter. She's going to do this, she's going to do that. Well, she's doing it, big boy.
That's right.
kid's got years to go.
Oh, yeah.
Daniel Smith.
Yeah.
Hey, Daniel, I love watching Daniel's show.
Uh-huh.
I really do. He just got it locked in.
Yeah.
And Daniel Smith to the blue.
Does a great job.
A real good job. Sits up, looking forward, you know.
Rides like a trainer.
Yeah.
One of the old trainers I'm talking
Uh-huh.
about. You Billy Gray age. And right here, this is his sister Aubrey.
Yeah.
She started showing this year. And she does a good job. This is her first year showing. But she does give out a lot of trophies.
Yeah.
Now here, I can still remember going down to Dan Waddell's and watching this young lady. She gets in there with them horses now.
Young lady, her mom is a good rider.
Oh yeah.
Grandmother.
I am March Madness and Ryder Wright for David
Ryder.
Jones and Jim Roberts
Yeah.
of Watersville.
I made him a stick horse with a spring in the head
Yeah.
to where it would mount. Next time I saw it, that the head was just hanging over to the side. They said they done rode him to death. But now he is a good one. Debbie Woods owns this horse. I'm mad. March Madness.
Yeah.
Which won't be, the end of February. It's not that far off.
Yep.
March Madness and Ryder Wright. He rides like his daddy.
Yeah.
County Green. And she's not a youth anymore. But I'm glad we got her in there. If not, she might get hostile. No, she wouldn't, but Candy
mama,
would.
yeah. Yep.
Candy say, well, why didn't you put my girl in there too? But County's a doll now. She really is. I had her and we'll do a little commercial years ago.
I just want to take a chance to thank everyone for all the prayers and comments that they gave for me while I was out on my surgery and stuff like that. I just really appreciate it.
We're glad you're back, buddy.
Yeah.
We will see everybody again next week when Jerry will be back.
Yes, sir. Y'all be safe.
Working out hard every day to be the best I can. I shifted to the right, shifted to the left, hunker down low and reach high to the sky. Got my rhythm down pat, so they say. I'm looking like a winner in every way. So when I hear somebody say, what a horse, I know they're talking about me, of course. And I'm gonna be in that winner's circle someday. Yeah, I'm a prime example of a Tennessee walker, a high-stepping, fast-walking Tennessee talker. I'm gonna be in that winner's circle someday. Ah, please start talking.